Okay. All right. I'm going to get started because we can record it. And I know everyone's time is so valuable. So first, I just want to thank you all for being here. Some of the travelfund.biz travel agents that are here, thank you for taking the time because it is worth it. Virgin Voyages is just probably one of the coolest companies to work with. We've been working with them since the inception. Travel Fund got on board with our agency at the same time that Virgin Voyages was launching their ships. And we thought, wow, we sell all travel, by the way, all travel. We don't just do singles. We sell all travel, but we do have a special network of singles. And we thought, what a partnership for adults only, something sexy, something fun, a little flirty, a little different. And Virgin Voyages has, definitely paved the way for something completely different. Nancy and I were just on a call prior promoting for this particular event. And one thing that we keep coming home with is that it's definitely not like cruising with anybody else. It's definitely a new type of cruising way. The adults only aspect, of course, isn't phenomenal. Even for someone who has children like myself, it's just so nice not to have to deal with the kids taking over the pool and the ice cream shop, etc. And we have put two single sailings together. If you are single or if you have a single cool friend, and they have to be fun to travel with us, okay? Seriously, Joel and I, we've built this company from the ground up, and that's our one stipulation is you must be fun or identify as being fun to travel with us in our group because we want the groups to be fun. All ages, usually it's like 35 plus, but really this is a cool experience. And we have New Year's Eve, December 27th, which is out of Miami on the Scarlet Lady. And then we have an awesome cruise, French Days Ibiza Nights, which is overnights with Ibiza. It hits all the cool ports out of Barcelona. And that's going to be hosted with Linda Kay and some other hosts of ours, I think Ernie as well. And we're going to have an awesome time there. That's going to be June 2024. Both are on our website. You can check them out. And when you book with us as a circle, as a group, you always get a little extra. It's $50 extra and an inside cabin or window and $100 extra onboard credit, or they call it sailor loot. You can get that extra from booking with Travel Fun in our groups if you have a balcony. And if you want a superstar rock star cabin and you're going to be a baller, you get $200. Now, this deal that Angela is going to tell us is going to be combinable with that. And Virgin does a lot of combinable deals, which is also very unusual for the cruise line industry. Generally, it's like, you can do this, but you can't do that. You can't mix it. So Virgin Voyages, very cool to their customers, above and beyond with customer service. And you don't have to do the booking. We do it for you. We're not charging any fees. And we would love to have you on board if you're a single. And if you're not a single, we'll book you too. We book all travel. So that's my bit for Travel Fun. I'd like to introduce the lady that's behind this whole webinar, which is Nancy Klein. She's been a travel agent with us for about almost 6 months now, maybe closer to a year. And we are just so excited to have her and the whole team that's growing fast. She's been nonstop. She decided to become a travel agent because she cruises is like a pastime anyways. She knows what she's doing. And we've become incredibly dear friends in addition to being respected colleagues. So I'll have you take it away, Nancy.
Thank you. Yes, it was actually on the Richard Branson cruise that you talked me into being a travel agent for you.
Oh.
Just wanted to bring that to your attention.
I wasn't even trying to talk you into it either. I just sincerely thought that it would be great for you because you do travel so much.
Yeah, I went on 7 cruises last year and you were like, girl, come work for me and I can help you do that a lot cheaper. And I was like, what? So yeah, I do a lot of cruising. I've been on Virgin a couple of times, and Virgin by far is my favorite cruise line of all. And I've always tried to explain to everyone, like, well, what's different? What do you like about it? And when I saw Angela made the announcement about the virtual cruise events, and I saw her first one that she did as a group, I was like, oh, I want to do this for my people. So I talked to Shelby and I talked to Joel and I talked to Angela and we got it going. So I'll turn the floor over to Angela and she can let you know all the great things about Virgin.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy. And thank you, Shelby. And thank you everyone for joining us this evening to learn all things Virgin Voyages. I have the pleasure of working with the TravelFun.biz team and can't wait to tell you about what you'll experience when you set sail the Virgin Way. So if you don't know a lot about us, that is exactly why you're here this evening. But I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, know who Richard Branson is. So we are his cruise line. And like all of his Virgin Group companies, I'm sure you're familiar with Virgin Atlantic for planes and airline, as well as Virgin Galactic most recently, or Virgin Records. We really strive to make those ordinary experiences extraordinary. So we did years of research to find out what resonated with our sailors, and what could really give you that truly unforgettable and extraordinary voyage of a lifetime. So something that I always like to start out my presentations with is just with our awards and accolades, as we've actually received a lot of them within the industry from our amazing travel partners like Nancy and Shelby and their team, as well as our amazing sailors. So this is almost hot off the press. So last month, we were awarded the Cruise Critics Cruiser's Choice Awards of 2023. We actually were the first brand ever to have a clean sweep of the awards. So we won the best overall cruise line in the large ship category, as well as best dining, best cabins, best service, and best value for money. And the thing that is just, we are so incredibly grateful for is these awards are based off of feedback from actual sailors who have voyaged with us. So hopefully you down the road, when you get yourself on one of our ships. So this is coming directly from our sailors and something that we're incredibly proud of. So a little bit about our ships. We are technically considered a mid-sized ship. So we combine the best of both worlds. We're not as large as those, mega cruise ships, but we still have a lot going on like those larger ships. But also with like a little bit smaller, the ship never feels overly crowded. And we have a lot of really unique and intimate spaces on board where the sea is always front and center. So at max capacity, we hold a little over 2,700 sailors. We have 1,150 crew. So that's a really nice crew to sailor ratio. And for all you ship geeks out there, we are 110,000 weight in gross tonnage. So all four of our ships are identical in design, meaning the deck plans are the same. So once you sail with us on one of our ships and you book onto another ship, you will know exactly where you're going. So Scarlet Lady and Valiant Lady are currently sailing now. In just 2 weeks from today, we'll be launching Resilient Lady out of Athens, Greece. You're super excited about that. And then at the very end of the year, we'll be launching Brilliant Lady out of San Juan. So Scarlet Lady is based out of Miami year-round, offering those shorter 4 and 5 night voyages to the Western Caribbean. And she's been with us since day one, since we launched in October of 2021. Valiant Lady started sailing a little bit over a year ago out of Barcelona, Spain. And then she joins us during the winter months to offer those longer 6 and 8 night voyages out of Miami. Resilient Lady, we are launching her on May 14th. It's the much anticipated launch of the year out of Athens, Greece, opening up the Greek Isles for us. And then the very end of the year, Brilliant Lady will be launching out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, which we are very excited about that as well. So before we jump into exactly what you'll experience when you set sail the Virgin Way, I just thought I'd give you a little taste.
We got soul, oh yeah, we got soul. Feeling good, let it loose, turn it up, move that feet. A little fun never hurt no one.
So what exactly does it mean to set sail the Virgin Way? We really like to think of the glamour of a boutique hotel on the ocean, blended with that unmistakable Virgin style and service. So as I mentioned, we spent years researching, what rules we could break or bend in typical Richard Branson fashion, and what other things that we could do a little bit differently to make your vacation experience truly extraordinary. And so really an exciting thing for all of our sailors that sail with us, and maybe a reason why a lot of them actually come to find us initially, is we are exclusively adult. So you do have to be 18 and or older to sail with us. But once you're on board, you can act any age that you'd like. And because we are exclusively adult and we're not catering to children, as you can imagine, our dining experience, It's much more elevated and sophisticated. We have Michelin star chef and top restaurateur curated restaurants on board. We have bars in all of our main eateries. We have those beautiful hammocks on all of our balconies, which we certainly could not have with the kiddos on board. And while we love our kids, this holiday is for you, and we provide you with ample opportunity to reconnect with your inner child and just have a fabulous time without having to, with those pesky chicken fingers. You can leave those at home. The next is Relax Luxe. So this is one of my favorites. It just really means to set sail as you are. So at Virgin Voyages, we don't have any stuffiness or forced formality. We are really a very welcoming ship. And that's something that I absolutely love about Virgin Voyages and our brand. So no matter what reason brings you on board to celebrate your vacation or holiday, we absolutely love it. If you're just wanting to get away from the regular stress of life and your job and just want to relax and just be comfortable and just have a very laid back vacation, we love it. And there's going to be a lot for you to do to just be able to relax. Now, if you're somebody that you love to, you buy an outfit for every single event and day, you really love to go all out and participate in anything and everything and dress to the nines, we love that too. No matter what reason brings you on board our ships, you can always be guaranteed that you're going to enjoy that premium 5-star service and feel like the rock star that you truly are. And last but not least is our always included luxury. So this one is a really important one when you do sail with us, because we're including over $600 in value per person on us. So this is not going to be something that you see charged at the end of your voyage on your folio. So we have over 20 eateries on board. 6 of them are considered specialty restaurants. All of that is included at no additional upcharge. All of your essential drinks, so everything from your filtered stills, sparkling water, sodas, non-pressed juices, basic teas and drip coffee, all included. Tips and gratuities are included. We do believe that Wi-Fi is a basic human right. So of course there is free Wi-Fi for everyone. So you could stay as connected or disconnected as you'd like. We've got some really amazing shows and entertainment, as well as some incredible fitness spaces on board with beautiful sea views. Those are open to all of our sailors, but also all of our group fitness classes, everything from meditation, yoga, HIIT classes, spin classes, and so much more are all included on us. So we have over $600 in value per person already built in to the voyage fare that you're not going to be paying additional at the end of your voyage. So if you are comparing us to another holiday option, you definitely want to keep that value in mind. Now let's talk a little bit about our premium beverages. So this is definitely something that we do differently than the other lines. So through our years of research, we found that our sailors actually did not want that traditional drink package, the kind that if you're sailing with somebody in the same cabin, even if you're not a big drinker or they're not a big drinker, you both have to purchase this drink package, and it can get quite expensive for every day of your voyage. Instead, we found out that our sailors really wanted those high quality beers, wines, and cocktails at a fair and reasonable street price. So that's exactly what we've provided. So if you are a beer drinker, you can get a Heineken for about $5 or $6 a bottle. Basic cocktails, so think Jack and Coke, vodka soda, that starts at $9 a drink. And then 42% of our wines are under $10 per glass. And the amazing thing is, since tips and gratuities are included on us, there is no additional charge for gratuities for your drinks. So the price that you see is the price that you pay. So our answer to that traditional drink package is something that we call bar tab. So this is something that you can purchase prior to your voyage. And for every $300 you pre-purchase, we're always going to kick in a $50 bonus that you can spend on those premium beverages at our restaurants and bars on board, as well as the beach club at Bimini. We do have a special promotion going on right now that actually gives you 1 or 2 bar tabs depending on the length of your voyage. I'll share more of those details a little bit later in the presentation. But the great thing with bar tab is there's not really a lot of rules. The only major one is use it or lose it. But we do give you ample opportunity during your voyage to spend your bar tab. So you can certainly use that all for yourself. If you're sailing with somebody in the same cabin, we do have the ability to link your folios. So you can actually draw from the same bar tab. So that's really great if you're not a big drinker, but you do enjoy, maybe a glass of wine at dinner or a drink here and there. If you're sailing with friends, so especially with these groups and circles that travelfund.biz has planned for later this year and next year, if you make friends on board or you're sailing with a bunch of friends, you can actually use bar tab to buy other people drinks too, which is really cool. And then in addition to that, we have non-alcoholic mocktails, specialty coffees like a latte, flat white or matcha latte, smoothies, pretty much anything that's not included with your essential beverages. You can use to pay for bar tab at our restaurants and bars on board, as well as the Beach Club at Bimini for our Caribbean itineraries out of Miami. So let's jump into talking about our cabins and suites, as we do have a wide array of cabins and suites on board, all beautifully and cleverly designed. 86% of our cabins are actually our sea terrace balcony cabins, while 93% of our out of all of our cabins have at least a sea view. So we have a variety of insider, sea terrace, and sea view cabins. All of those are going to have a very similar look and feel. They will all feature this large HD TV, flat screen TV that you can catch some entertainment, maybe pull up the daily lineup, and just lay back and enjoy. Over here is what we call our glam area. So this is where you can get ready. We also do feature a mini fridge that you can store some of those grab and go boxes and snacks, carafes of water, which our crew will fill for you daily or as often as you need, and you will be able to enjoy either filtered still or sparkling water. And we do have a smart tablet. So this is going to control many aspects of your cabin, from the television to the curtains to the lights. And we do have some fun lighting presets also in there. And it's another way that you can connect with our crew. Now, if you're not super into tablets or technology, we do have remote controls as well as light switches as well that you can use in the cabin. What's not featured here is we do have a roomy rain shower, and we do feature the Red Flower shower amenities, which are also the same amenities we use at our Virgin brand hotels. So I know that travelfund.biz, they do feature a lot of singles and solo cruises. So definitely want to highlight our solo insider and solo sea view cabins. So we do have a limited number of these on board. They are going to be smaller than our insiders and sea view cabins. They do feature a 3/4 size bed though, which is nice. But this is perfect for the solo sailor because these specific cabins that are indicated as solo cabins do not have a single supplement. So we have about 40 of our solo insiders and 6 of our solo sea view. So this will feature the porthole. So really nice option for our solo travelers. We do have a variety of insider cabins, as well as our sea views. So those feature that large porthole. And then our sea terrace is going to be our most prevalent cabin. And really that major difference is our sea terrace cabins have the balcony with that beautiful red yellow leaf hammock, which is definitely a nice perk to our balcony cabins. You certainly will take an unintentional nap or two during your voyage. I guarantee that.
Right.
Now, if you did you do that, Nancy?
Oh yeah, almost every night I fall asleep on the hammock.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely accidentally fallen asleep for a good 20 or 30 minutes here and there. Sometimes not at the most convenient times, but it's a great way to lay back. Now, if you do love that over-the-top experience, you love this suite life, we certainly have you covered here as well. We do feature 78 Rockstar and Mega Rockstar quarters on boards, which is going to be our suite categories. So each of them do come with their own set of amenities in addition to our always included luxury. So they do have a different look and feel than our standard cabins. That's because they were designed by the world-renowned designer Tom Dixon. So they feature another different color palette, beautiful brass accents. We have a marble bar here. The bathroom is going to be much larger with marble and that beautiful dichroic glass. And all of our Rockstars will include those additional amenities of exclusive access to Richard's Rooftop. And this in-room bar, that first setup is going to be included on us. So that will have a very generous selection of beers, wines, and spirits. And the spirits and wines are going to be in those generous half-size bottles. So it is quite a lot of alcohol to get through that is included on us. All of our Rockstars will have early booking for dining as well as our shore excursions, and then priority access at our terminal during embarkation. All Rockstar sailors will have access to our dedicated Rockstar agent team on board. Now, if you are somebody that loves that over the top experience, maybe you are booking those, top tier suites at those all-inclusive resorts, you might want to take a look at our Mega Rockstar quarters. So these are very exclusive. We only have 15 of these on board, and they do include all of the same amenities as our Rockstar sailors, but do include some additional amenities. So we're going to provide our Mega Rockstars with a daily bar tab that can be used at our restaurants and bars on the ship. And then for our Caribbean voyages out of Miami, also at the Beach Club at Bimini. And that's going to cover most of the drinks, at our bars and restaurants within reasonable limits, of course. Our Mega Rockstars will have daily access to the thermal suites at Redemption Spa, private transfers to and from the port within a 50-mile radius. Now, if you are from Florida and you are sailing out of Miami as a Mega Rockstar and you're driving to the port, we do provide complimentary parking at Port Miami if you do not need that private transfer. Our Mega Rockstars will have a dedicated Mega Rockstar agent. That in-room bar will make that bottomless, and then they'll enjoy premium Wi-Fi for our Caribbean voyages. So some really nice amenities if you do love that suite life. Now let's talk a little bit about how we are shaking things up when it comes to the onboard experience. So the thing that we are always getting rave reviews on from our travel advisors, from our sailors, is the food and dining experience. So this is definitely something that we do differently than the other lines. We actually do not have any buffets or large dining halls. We have over 20 different eateries on board with the menus and experience curated by top restaurateurs and Michelin star chefs from all over the world. So any craving that you could have on board will certainly be satisfied at one of our many eateries. All of our food is fresh made to order. So for us, sustainability is it's really important to us. So we are able to minimize food waste. But for you as sailors, we're able to provide you with the highest of quality ingredients. And since the food is fresh made to order, we can accommodate a lot of dietary restrictions. Now, if you are a vegetarian or vegan or you're gluten-free, we actually have at least one of each option built into every single menu at our 20 plus eateries on board. But the absolutely best part about the dining experience is all of those eateries are included on us, and the food is absolutely delicious. So the video that you're seeing here is from the Wake, which is our glamorous steak and seafood eatery. This is definitely a favorite for our sailors if they have a celebratory dinner that they want to experience, or they just want that really top tier dining experience. The Wake also does feature a daily brunch, which is an absolute must at least once or twice during your voyage. Gung Bae is our Korean barbecue. It's actually the first one ever at sea. It's a definitely different dining experience. It's more social. So you may be seated with other sailors, but not to worry. We do greet everyone with a complimentary shot of soju just to break the ice and kick off the evening. You will be able to cook at the infrared grill right at the middle of your table. But leading up to that, we do have a nice assortment of Korean inspired noodles and appetizers. So you definitely want to pace yourself because you might get full before you get to cook your meat and your veggies at your table. Some other specialty dining that we have on board is Pink Agave, which is our authentic upscale Mexican eatery. So not where you're going to find your tacos or burritos. We do have a different spot for that on board, but it really is an immersive odyssey of Mexico City's red hot food district with those small, medium, and large plates. We also feature the largest selection of mezcal and tequila at sea. Then we have Razzle Dazzle, which is our veggie forward eatery. So it's featuring a lot of dishes with veggies mixed with your favorite comfort foods. But not to worry, if you are a meat eater, we do have a special naughty section of the menu just for you that we do feature some dishes with, meat, chicken, or fish. And then Razzle Dazzle is open for breakfast, brunch, and dinner. Test Kitchen is a very unique dining experience. It's a laboratory experimental style eatery. So instead of having a menu to order from, you actually have a card with 6 different ingredients, each of which correspond to a main ingredient in one of the dishes that you're served. This is actually one of the courses on one of the menus at Test Court Kitchen. So as you can see, very much about presentation, also very much about education. So you'll learn about the different ingredients, maybe where they're sourced from, as well as how they come together to combine, with the dish that you are experiencing. If you were to have this experience on land, you might be paying upwards of $100 to $200 per person in one of the major cities. So really fun and unique dining experience. And then last but not least, out of our specialty dining is Extra Virgin, which is our authentic Italian eatery. All of the pastas are made fresh daily. And we do have a wide assortment of Italian-inspired appetizers, charcuterie boards, pastas, and even an affogato cart. And the great thing with all of our eateries on board is even though it's sit down, specialty dining, and we do not have the buffets, you can order as much food as you want. So don't be afraid to order a little bit of everything from the menu because everything is certainly delicious, but you definitely want to bring your appetite. And besides our specialty dining, we do have a lot of other quick style eateries on board. We have the galley, which is very much like a food hall with a lot of different dining options. The dock is probably one of my favorite. It's on the aft of the ship. Really amazing there to catch the sunset or end of the day, but they do have a lot of Mediterranean inspired appetizers. We have a pizza place on board, a ship-made ice creamery, minus the kids, and so much more. So you certainly will never go hungry when you sail with us. So another part of the experience on Virgin Voyages is just creating those epic experiences that you remember forever. So we do have a lot of large scale main shows. The unique thing about all of our entertainment is it is original and unique to Virgin Voyages. So you can only catch this on one of our ships. You cannot find any of our entertainment on any other ships or on land. So we do have main shows in our Red Room, which is our multi-transformational theater space, as well as the Manor, which is our smaller theater that you might have more of those cabaret, more intimate shows. And also transform into a nightclub in the late evening hours. So we do have shows from singing and dancing, acrobatics, Cirque du Soleil, and so much more. And our entertainment will vary from ship to ship. In addition to that, we have a lot of other activities that you can enjoy depending on what your hobbies may be, whether it's food focused, board games, singing and having that kind of musical experience. We do have a lot of live music on board and so much more. We've got private karaoke rooms. We even have a casino. So yes, you can gamble, but if you don't like those high stakes, we do have a fun arcade that's complimentary and so much more. Another, just before we hop into that, I do have some photos from when Shelby and Nancy sailed with us, I believe last year. So this is them having fun. This looks like you're on the rocks, and then the entrance to Pink Agave. The ship is very Instagrammable, so you can catch a lot of photos when you're on board. And this looks, at Pink Agave as well. So they definitely had a lot of fun when they sailed with us last year. Now, another big part of the Virgin Voyages experience is that vitamin C, so that health and well-being aspect. So we do have a lot of those different spaces on board that you can certainly enjoy. We have the B complex that has all that is our fitness center. Redemption Spa, this is where you can purchase facial services, massages, and we do have our thermal suites, which you can purchase a daily pass to, that has like the dry sauna, steam room, salt room, and so much more. We also do have activities on board that really focus on that health and wellness aspect as well. So you can really get exactly what you're looking for out of your vacation, whether it's those fun activities, upbeat activities, or really that health and wellness focus, or that perfect mixture of both. Now, between our 4 ships, we have over 40 different itineraries going to 100 stunning ports throughout the Caribbean, Europe, Australia, as well as some transatlantic voyages. Our first 3 ships, Scarlet Lady, Valiant Lady, and Resilient Lady, are on sale through October of 2024. Our newest ship that'll launch at the end of the year, Brilliant Lady, she's on sale through spring of 2024. But I imagine in the coming months, we will be adding some additional ports and itineraries. So you definitely want to stay in touch with the travelfun.biz team. So we have a lot of voyages that go to the Caribbean. We actually have Scarlet Lady that's based out of Miami, offering the 4- and 5-night voyages to ports in Key West, Puerto Plata, and Cozumel, Playa del Carmen, and Costa Maya. Valiant Lady joins her during the winter months, offering those 6 and 8 night voyages that add on ports in San Juan, Roatan, and St. Croix. At the end of the year, Brilliant Lady will be launching 2 different 7-night itineraries out of the San Juan, Puerto Rico, going to the southeastern Caribbean islands. Now, the unique thing about our voyages out of Miami, Valiant Lady and Scarlet Lady, is they do include a full day at the beach club at Bimini, which is truly a crown jewel of all of our Caribbean itineraries. It is an extension of the ship, so all of the food, all of the activities, and all of those essential drinks are included on us. And then we do have a lot of programming from our entertainment crew. You can lay by the pool and relax, or participate in our larger than life pool floaty party. We will have fitness classes if you want to get in a good workout. So there is a lot to do. Now we are gearing up to launch our summer 2023 med season, and we are super excited because we'll have 2 ships out of Europe this summer. So Valiant Lady will be out of Barcelona, offering 2 different 7 nights to the med. So that's ports in Spain, Italy, and France. And then Resilient Lady will be launching in 2 weeks and will be based out of Athens, Greece, opening up the Greek Isles, Croatia, Montenegro, and Turkey. So we do have 2 7-night voyages in each of those ports. Now, once Resilient Lady is done, she's got some really amazing repositioning voyages. Most of them are actually sold out for this year, that take her down to Australia, where she'll be based during the winter and early spring, offering a variety of 2 to 12-night voyages, going to ports in Australia, New Zealand, and Tasmania. Once she's done, she'll be making her way back on those same repositioning voyages, just backwards, taking her from Australia to Singapore, Singapore to Dubai, and then Dubai to Athens. So a lot of really amazing itineraries between our 4 ships. So some itineraries that I did want to highlight. So this is the travelfund.biz team. They are putting together 2 circle voyages, so our group voyages. One is our Scarlet New Year's Ahoy, which takes place from December 27th of this year through January 2nd of 2024. So you can come and celebrate your New Year's with us. It'll take her from Miami to Roatan, Honduras, to Costa Maya, Mexico, and then to the beach club at Bimini. So this is a 6-night voyage out of Miami. Now, if you're wanting to go overseas for next year, so 2024, you do have a little time to plan this. We do have our French days at Ibiza Nights, and they have a voyage for June 23rd through the 30th. So this is a 7-night voyage, which will start out in Barcelona, Spain, then go to Marseille, France, a late stay in Cannes, France, and then an overnight in Palma de Mallorca, Spain, and then another overnight in Ibiza, Spain, before going back to Barcelona. So there are literally no sailing days, full sailing days on this itinerary. It is very port intensive, so you can really experience all that these various ports have to offer. So if you do have questions with pricing for these voyages, to get booked and get things going, definitely connect with the travelfund.biz team, and they can get you everything that you need so you can have an incredible time, as well as even a personal voyage for yourself if you're not looking to sail with the group. So let's talk about the fun stuff. So we have a lot of really great promotions going on right now. We just launched our airfare credit promotion. So this is really just a discount on the voyage fare. Airfare is not required. There's no verification, but if you do have airfare, this is a great promotion to kind of help you offset some of that airfare cost. So if you are looking to sail in the Mediterranean out of Barcelona or Athens in 2023, so between now and October of this year, we're going to give you up to $1,200 off your voyage if you're booked in a Sea Terrace cabin category or below. Now, any other voyages between now and April 2024, so this does include the Scarlet Lady New Year's Ahoy voyage, we'll give you a $500 off, up to $500 off for those Caribbean voyages through April of next year. And so that's for our Sea Terrace cabin category and below. And another promotion we actually extended, and this is for all cabin categories, on top of our current promotion, we do have our bar tab promotion. So this is voyages between now and April of 2024. If you're sailing on a 6-night or less in any cabin category, and you book by May 24th, we're going to give you a $300 bar tab that you can use to pay for your drinks. Now, if you're on a 7-night voyage or longer, we are going to give you a $600 bar tab for your cabin. So that's going to cover a lot of your drinks. So some really incredible promotions if you are looking to sail between now and April of 2024. Now, for all of our single and solo travelers out there, if you're looking to sail out of the Med this summer, so out of Barcelona or Athens, we brought back our no single supplement promotion for our Sea Terrace cabin category. So this was something that we had last year that was incredibly popular. It was really nice for our solo sailors. So, you know, when you're sailing out of Europe, it's really nice to have a balcony just so you can see all the sights as you're kind of voyaging along those islands in different areas. So we actually are offering a no single supplement for our solo sailors sailing in that Sea Terrace cabin category for our Med 2023 voyages. So on top of that, since this is a 7-night voyage, we are providing a $600 bar tab for this cabin. So this is not combinable with the air credit promotion, but the no single supplement is a very lucrative promotion because you're just paying for yourself in that Sea Terrace cabin. And then with all of our promotions and all voyages, you will enjoy that always included luxury. So all of the eateries, tips and gratuities, essential beverages, Wi-Fi, and more. Now, if you are looking to sail at least 6 months out or longer, so 180 days or more, and you pay in full at the time of booking. So this would be eligible for both of the group voyages that the team is putting together. If you pay in full at the time of booking with the voyage at least 180 days out or more, we will give you an additional 10% off the voyage fare. So that is combinable with any other promotions that are available when you book. And this is an offer that we always will have. So this is a great way to save a little additional on that voyage fare. Now, if you are looking to sail a little bit closer end, and you are a Florida resident or you're sailing with somebody in the same cabin that is a Florida resident, we do have an exclusive Florida resident rate, which we did extend through May 24th. And this is really if you are booking and sailing within 45 days of booking. So if you're looking to book now and sail in May or the beginning weeks of June and you're a Florida resident, we'll give you an extra 5% off your voyage fare. And this is combinable with our current air credit promotion. So this is for our Caribbean voyages. So you'll get it up to that $500 off, as well as that additional 5% off the voyage fare, which is nice if you are looking for something closer end. And we do have an exclusive cruise night offer. So when you book your voyage with the travelfund.biz team between now and next Monday, May 8th, so we'll give you a week to take advantage of this offer, we're going to provide you with some additional onboard credit. So this is what we call Sailor Loot. Sailor Loot you can use in our retail spaces on board. If you love that to get pampered, you can use that at our spa. If you want to get a mani-pedi, a blowout, it is our onboard credit. And this also can be used to pay for drinks. So if you do exceed your bar tab, you can certainly use your onboard credit to pay for your drinks as well. So you can get up to $200 in onboard credit, depending on the cabin category that you book. This is awarded per cabin. And if you are looking to sail on a Med 2023 voyage, we are actually doubling this offer when you book your Med 2023 voyage by next Monday. So this is valid for new bookings. It is combinable with our current promotions. The only thing it's not combinable with is My Next Virgin Voyage, because that is a very rich offer. If you haven't sailed with us, you probably don't have that offer anyway. So a really great promotion that we have exclusively when you book with the travelfund.biz team by next Monday. So before we open it up for questions, Shelby or Nancy, I wasn't sure if you wanted to add anything else.